You know, the Salvation Army took me in with open arms. I had no clothes. I had one t-shirt and a pair of flip-flops and a pair of black sweatpants. And my dad had brought me the t-shirt because I didn't even have that. Well, I came into Pasadena straight from a jail cell in Santa Cruz County. I was brought there instead of going to Norco State Prison. So the Salvation Army, the judge decided that he would allow me to come and give it one more chance. So this was my last chance. Well, the program is a work program, and the way that it worked is that 12 of us lived together, and we got up very early and we learned that we had to clean the house. We had to do our chores first because we started work at 7:30 a.m. It was a totally different mentality. I was used to the streets. I was used to doing whatever I wanted to do, stealing, lying, and using drugs, and I just stopped caring about living. And so I felt so weak and felt so tired that I was ready to listen. And this amazing feeling came over me. I sat in the chapel at the Salvation Army in Pasadena, at the ARC chapel, and just this amazing feeling of peace came over me. I just was so happy to sit down in the chapel after hanging clothes all day. But a really peaceful feeling came over me, like everything was going to be okay. You know, and everything wasn't okay. You know, I had really messed up my life, but I did know it was going to be okay. And it took me about 30 days in that program before I accepted Jesus Christ. And when I accepted Him, my whole life changed. I felt like He sought me out, like He came to me, and I said, you know, God, I'm just so tired, I'm ready. I don't know how to live my life. Can you please help me? And He did. He really did. I finished my 6-month program at the ARC, and I had gotten a job at the Salvation Army in Pasadena store. And after about 30 days, I had relapsed. And immediately I was tested and I was thrown out. And, you know, I had received so much love and so much healing in the program that it made me think, I don't want to go this road. I want to come, I want to come back. But it pushed me to branch out to the Corps, and once I went back to the ARC, I was also part of the Corps. The people at the Pasadena Corps, the Pasadena Tabernacle, allowed me to come in with clothes that weren't very nice. You know, I didn't have a wardrobe yet. I didn't have a very good hairstyle. I still lived like I lived in the shelter at this point. I lived in the shelter, and Major Shelley Hill brought me in to do very minor volunteer work that she felt, you know, that I felt like I could handle. So I started to give back, and all of a sudden I started getting a little bit of a calling inside of me. You know, God reminded me that I would do anything if He let me be free. And I was free. And I felt like, you know, I did make that promise, but what do you want me to do? And I came to a Future Officers Fellowship, an FOF weekend, and I went into the museum, which is right here, and I saw a picture of a woman, and she looked like the female Indiana Jones. And I said to myself, you know, I want to be like that. I want to be a pioneer. I want to go out there and not be afraid. You know, people reach their hand out to me, and I want to do the same thing. You know, I feel like if they can pull me out of the gutter, you know, I can help others. I know how they feel, and I want to reach out. And I don't have to be afraid of how they look. I don't have to be afraid of what they don't know, because I didn't know and I didn't look good. And people loved me through that. And this is a place where people are dynamic. They are excited about life. They're excited about God. And they want to share that with others. And And like we're learning about the Salvation Army, that we will fight until the end. We will help every person who's still in jail, who's still on the streets, who are still addicted to drugs and alcohol, some others who need help. We will fight, and I'm gonna fight. I wanna be part of that.